Yeah, there we go.
We're live in a typically professional manner.
Of course.
Back here on day one of EGX 2022. Doesn't time
The
fly?
year of our Lord, 2022.
In a linear fashion.
It does.
No audio on the stream, allegedly. Ben, I don't know if it's your thing. Oh no, wait, we've got audio now. Never mind. It's fine.
Seamless,
Not that live delay.
It's okay. You lot know what to expect here. So welcome back to our second stage show of EGX 2022. It's me, it's
Zoe Delahanty-Lai.
and we are joined by the wonderful Dice Breakerers.
Hi.
Wouldst now care to introduce themselves? I did
Hello.
that in a Dungeons and Dragons.
I really
Especially for
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what you were saying before that, so thank you so much.
That was welcomest.
Hello, I'm Wheels, and I run the best video team on Repop, Dicebreaker.
What?
Hi,
I didn't hear that.
Oh wow, I'm Liv, and I'm on the best video team in Repop. So yeah.
Well, I didn't hear that. I was too busy clapping.
You know what? If I did hear it, probably wouldn't care, so it's fine.
Immediately, can we address what's happening here? I was like, I want to be yellow and I want to be a raccoon. And so we immediately picked yellow and picked the raccoon, specifically to
I
spite me.
literally don't know why you're surprised. Like, how does this still surprise you as this behaviour?
Fine, I'll be a chicken.
I didn't realize that we could choose. I'm the horse.
Has someone,
Actually,
can everyone try pressing circle? Oh, there we go. All right, so wait, am I stuck with the fucking sheep?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sucks to
Honestly,
be
You,
I-
you.
wait,
kinda wish I
wait,
didn't
you
pick the
bastard. Did you get you because of
It
the
is
sheep?
quite cute.
Oh, never mind.
No.
So we are playing, some of us, maybe you as well, Liv, for the very first time.
Yeah.
I think I'm the
Ultimate-
only one who's actually played this game before.
Yes.
Do you want me to describe it?
Oh,
Please explain to the audience and us what Ultimate Chicken Horse is.
There's
Everyone,
chicken.
this is one of the best games ever made. It's called Ultimate Chicken Horse. You give me a chicken and a horse. And in this game, we're basically going to be playing platformer levels, but we're also going to be building the platformer levels as we play. So we're going to keep adding new and new obstacles that make it just hard enough that everyone else can't beat us, but we still finish the level.
Right.
That's it.
So
Okay.
make things easier for yourself, but harder for other people.
Exactly that.
Okay. Is the farm a good
Let's
start?
let's just give it a whirl. Let's do
Do
it.
it.
my little horse.
Here we
I'm
go.
busy on dancing.
I'm gonna go on
Ready
farm.
to go.
Horsing around.
I'm horsing around. I really
All
am.
right. Anyone out there played Ultimate Chicken Horse before? No?
Oh, you're in
Good.
for a
Well
treat.
done.
You're
Some
in for a
people
treat.
have.
Oh,
Right.
right, sweet.
So we
what
want to
is
grab
that?
things. We want
Okay.
to grab things that we like the look of.
Okay. Oh, I like the look of the clock, but
Okay.
what the hell did
Now
I
we
get?
can place them. So this is where we
Okay.
start the level.
All right.
This is where we need to get to.
Okay.
And then we can place platforms and pickups and all kinds of stuff.
I'm going to put mine there.
Right. Sorry, I'm so much pressure.
Whoa!
Oh my god, we're
Oh.
tiny!
Oh!
Oh wait, I'm fine. We
Alright,
both
so
got
we've been
fresh.
combine harvested, which isn't a great start.
No.
I did not
Hold on.
realise how small we would
Yeah, I'll just
be.
remind everyone, you do need to be able to finish the level.
I finished the level.
Doing it.
Go on, go on, Liv, go on, Liv, go on, Liv. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, well done.
I kicked the sheep out of wheels there.
Stop.
Now we get more stuff,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
like barbed wire.
Not the bees, the bees.
Good. Is this a curtain? What is this?
Okay, I kind of want to make things easier, so I'm going to put that there.
I don't know what this does.
Who's putting the
so-
beehive right next to the goal? Sorry, don't.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Ah!
Oh,
God damn it!
Who wants to go first?
you cock. I've been waiting for that
It's
one.
all to play for Eurogamer.
Wait, how do we...
What are you supposed to do?
I think the
Ah!
platform.
Ah! I sacrificed myself for you, Zoe.
I mean, I've default one.
No.
Zoe,
Oh! Keep jumping, and you can scale the bees, the bees. Yeah!
Perfect.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Oh.
we
Oh,
get
we also
points
get
for
points
traps.
for our own traps. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, it's a little
Okay.
flower.
Oh, I love the merry-go-round.
Right, merry-go-round.
You know, a merry-go-round that you see at the fair. I don't
Yeah.
know what everyone's confused about.
It just builds up, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
it gets more and more complicated.
I'm putting this little guy down here, yeah.
So you need to put that on a platform, Zoe.
Oh, I need to put something down as well. Let's put...
There.
Was that a door?
I think it is a door, yes.
Okay, I'm learning from my previous mistakes.
Oh,
Wait.
Up we go. Okay. Oh, this is easy
What is the...
now.
Oh,
Time,
slow-mo.
baby! Yeah!
God damn it.
Time. Whoop, whoop. Yeah!
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh, we did it!
It's made us harder then.
Teamwork.
Too easy, no points.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh, ice.
Oh, sword blade.
Death.
Oh, so did someone pick something you wanted?
No, I'm actually fine with it. Very well adjusted, thanks.
Of course. I don't know what
What
this
the
is.
hell?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna
Is
make.
everyone getting the gist of it now?
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
think I
straightforward.
understand.
Try and murder your
Where's
friend.
this supposed to go?
You got
Put
that
it
on the
platform.
platform.
Oh, okay.
It's like a model.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, God, the flower! The flower is trying to punch you in the face.
flower.
No!
Oh.
Yeah.
We went
Oh,
down
you
together.
Oh, no, it's just
Oh.
Ian!
Ian, how are you winning
Where did
this?
you even go?
I'm a massive sheep
Oh, no.
hero.
Oh, no. I'm getting absolutely wrecked.
I think I just
Chicken.
got points for my own trap, like I triggered my own trap.
A bomb?
Oh,
That isn't-
crossbow.
Oh god.
Have you got a nuclear bomb?
Yeah, why not, right?
Wait.
I'm gonna try and stop
Oh, I
Ian.
can destroy things.
No, that's my route. You can't put.
I'm just put it there to see what happens.
That's a destroying of a good swing blade there.
Oh no, I just. Wait. Where did the crossbow go?
No, wait, no, actually, why am I going back the same route? Why would I do that?
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
Oh, wheel.
I jumped the same one.
Stop it! Okay, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
Come on, Liv,
no.
come on, Liv. Come on, Liv.
the gap is
Oh, he
too
can't.
small.
He can't do it
Ian.
again, surely.
Wait, did you get through that way?
Oh my
Okay.
Okay,
God.
he's trying an alternative route. Careful, careful,
Hup,
Ian!
careful.
hup.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Oh, he's
Oh
good.
my
Oh, he's
god!
so close.
Oh, yeah.
Falling behind wheels.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
getting
Team
out.
Eurogamer,
Okay,
you're
that's
amazing.
good. Yeah, yeah.
What is that?
A fab.
This is for the. So what these two don't know is that this is all for pay rises as well.
Yeah.
So this is which video team gets the biggest pay rise.
Wheels, please. We need to
Wait,
sum it
I
up.
didn't even hear that. What's going on?
Nothing.
Loser deletes their YouTube channel. Was that? Yeah.
You're losing right now.
I know, right. Funny.
Oh, you can do that.
It's all about the content.
Okay, come on,
What
Ricky.
is that? What is? Oh no! Oh, I got
I made a
screwed.
little cannon. Is that okay?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
I
great.
got absolutely screwed.
Okay.
Oh, my little.
Oh, no!
The gap is too small.
Oh, there we go.
Corpses everywhere. That's it. Oh yes, yes, yes.
Done it.
Oh,
All right, Liv.
get ready to Google how to
Liv,
delete
just
a
keep
YouTube
murdering
channel.
everyone.
Okay, you got it. You got it. You got it, boss.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
oh, I guess I'm gonna have to play with my wood like normal.
All right.
No!
What?
Ian. It.
Yes, good.
That's what he's trying to cover all the routes that everyone's using.
Why is there a black hole there?
Don't worry
Oh,
about
don't worry
it.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
bro.
How is that even possible to
Don't
get
worry
through?
about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Thanks for the super chat, Alex Samaras. Let's go Team Eurogamer. You can do it, he says.
Here's
kick him
the
in
black
the
hole.
Just kick him in.
Why is there a black
Oh, I
hole?
got a
Ah.
meteor. Oh,
Damn it!
Black hole.
all three of you got sucked off then. That was incredible. Oh,
Ian!
oh, what an incredible fumble over my words there.
Oh man.
Oh.
Dynamite.
Ooh, dynamite.
Ooh, thanks,
I never
Tom.
say no to dynamite.
Right about dynamite.
We love Dynamite.
What is
Thank you.
that?
It's a spiky
In fact,
ball.
if you like Dynamite, we're showing AW Dynamite Grand Slam at 8 p.m. in the EGX Theatre.
Wow, that was
What a
really
special
natural
flow.
and
Team
seamless.
segue.
What an upsell.
What is this? Oh, it's.
Let's get rid of this black hole.
Yeah, I hate this
black
one.
Wait, can you delete
Oh,
things?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
with
use
the
these
dynamite.
choices to delete.
Oh,
So this
well,
is just
thanks
the
for
start
telling
of
us
it,
that
you know.
before.
It's just you literally watch me do it.
A little bit bigger.
Zoe!
Zoe.
By your
Zoe, Zoe.
No!
Oh,
Oh, you
I
did
don't
that. I
understand.
know you
my fault.
God, I got bad word as well.
Excellent.
Will we ever beat
Good
this
job,
level?
everyone.
Yeah.
I think I've only done it once.
No
No
winners,
winners, no points.
points.
Okay. I'm the underdog, by the way.
Okay.
I like that.
Oh, money.
Money?
Money.
Is that 3 points? I think we need something more here, you know?
What if I were to just do this?
Oh my god, that's Liv!
Oh,
You're just opening the door for them.
Yes, and myself.
wait, in that case, I want to get rid of this because it's. Oh,
What are you trying to do? What is that?
I don't know what I've done.
Okay, this little.
Okay, well the cannon
Okay,
is still
terrible.
shooting in.
Okay.
Mistake.
This little bit spike.
Oh no! No, how did I even
Game that! There's so much.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
How did you? How did it?
I'm a super sheep.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Annihilated.
I'm the ultimate
Terrible.
cheese.
Congratulations,
Terrible.
Ultimate
But you'll get
Don't
it now?
clap for for him.
Yeah, we
Don't
get it
clap
now.
for him.
Okay. Yes, Club, we're on the same team.
Uh-huh.
It's
The
them that
practice
are
round is
deleting
over.
their
Is
YouTube
it?
channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done. Fantastic.
Right
Good
at the
I
work.
just want to point out I'm very far away from the TV and can't really see what's happening. You know? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would
Tiny-
you like me
tiny
to
violin
angle
wheels,
it
please.
slightly?
Huh?
I can.
That would be
help
great.
him.
That's possible.
Oh, okay.
I would just,
Oh,
you know,
don't help him, says
Don't
Zoe.
help him.
nickel angle.
We don't play by the
There you
rules.
go.
We never actually got in writing that we have to delete the YouTube
I moved
channel,
it.
that's all I'm saying.
We can
Find
bring
out
out more.
more.
No one
Sit.
spat on it. You know?
I didn't want to
Yeah,
pull
nobody
loose any
likes
cables.
Shake.
There we go. Oh, nice.
That's plenty.
Oh, that's
This is
perfect.
Ben, by the way. Ben does the sound. Hi, Ben. Ben, Ben,
All right.
Ben,
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 Well, now I should win.
Ben, 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 Ben.
Oh, we're going to
Please win.
rooftops
Yeah,
now. Okay. Party starting.
Okay.
Look at all of us dancing. Do you want to sing Dice Breaker, your song that you came up with earlier at PUBG?
What? No.
No?
Sing us a song.
Cowards.
What is the song?
uh,
All right,
What-
gang.
what
gang,
word
we
did I
might
get
need
to
to
rhyme
put
with
something to jump on.
Huh?
what
No.
word did I get to rhyme with gooch?
What's
I
that?
can't remember.
It was Smooch, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, look at my gooch. Look at my gooch. Give it a smooch. Smooch my gooch.
I love it.
It's
What's
good, wasn't
this
it?
do?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Oh!
I think we can
Oh.
write the play.
Oh, no!
Oh my god.
Hold it.
It's Squid Game.
Oh,
Oh my god, they break. Okay, they break.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
Ian.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, oh,
Oh, watch out for
oh,
the
oh no, the black hole!
No black hole there.
Who could say?
There was
no
so
idea.
much pressure getting over the rest of it, I completely blanked out the black hole.
What is this?
Where am I? Oh, there.
Is it a zip line or something?
I have no
Or maybe
idea.
it travels
Oh,
up and
it's
down.
Yeah.
fine now. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm just going to make this a little bit easier for us.
Oh,
that's
that's very
nice,
thoughtful.
I'm not trying to make this easier for myself at all. I'm just sabotaging. No!
Oh no, I fell off.
Sometimes you gotta look out for level one, you know.
God damn it.
Oh,
I honestly, I don't know what to do about this black
Yeah,
hole.
we're together!
Oh god,
oh, where are you going?
God, the jump is so high ground.
Oh,
Liv, hold on, Liv! Don't let go, Liv!
She's gone! They both got
Yeah!
Oh,
Wow.
Nailed it.
oh,
Absolutely
they
nailed it.
didn't even suffer from spaghettification. Have you heard about spaghettification?
Is it when you're done into spaghetti?
It kind of is. No, it's the worst way to die. Basically, if you get sucked into a black hole, the theory is
Oh,
you get
that.
stretched for
Oh, yeah.
eternity,
Forever
so you
and
never
ever.
really die. You just feel yourself get stretched for
Oh.
eternity.
Like what's happening on the
Happy
floor.
dreams tonight,
Yeah,
everyone.
have fun.
You're welcome.
well
That-
done.
those poor chickens and also horses.
What is this
Okay.
that I have here?
let's have a little safety net down here. you
No,
know?
don't get Ian.
Wait.
I don't know what that
oh,
is.
that
Got
gets
rid
rid
of
of
my
that.
thing.
Oh, that was your thing.
Yeah,
oh, I'm
God damn
sorry.
it.
Okay,
It keeps telling me how to run. I don't know if I'm ready to run, you know?
I'm definitely not.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Why
What?
do we-
God
how do we
damn
vote?
Okay, Ian. Somehow, as per usual, you are the last
Oh,
one.
oh
left.
no!
Hey!
You get killed with all the spikes on the bottom of
Yeah, they go up and down.
Oh.
I had no idea when I played that.
Who knew? Thanks to Super Chat Malagwal. He says you all look amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright,
Okay.
what are we doing? Ooh, a little boxing glove.
So many bombs.
Okay.
Okay,
got
okay,
this.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take some wood again.
Alright.
Where will I put
I
my
think-
glove?
My glove.
My darling
Like
glove.
a glove.
What if I just put it here and then it punches you off the edge?
What the?
Yeah. Oh,
What's
no.
that gonna do?
You can turn it.
Does that open up?
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, oh,
Okay, I'm just
no. Oh
taking
no,
my
we've left
time.
Ian again.
Okay, there's a
Damn it.
horse as well.
Give my t- Oh,
There's a horse, of course.
hello, it's me. Ah!
Give me
Oh!
I tried to make the paper out, but that spiky thing is really
Yeah.
is a problem for me.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Destroy some things.
Okay.
Or maybe we should put some platforms
Ooh,
down.
honey.
We don't need platform.
I do.
Oh, we're going with it.
All obstacles.
I don't know what this is. I think it makes you sick.
Yeah, it's like it's honey.
Oh.
Ew.
No! Oh, that was close.
If you can get to that spike. Oh, god damn it! Hit me and back.
No,
like
why did I do that?
spikes, then
We're
jump.
going to land on the top.
It's all Zoe.
I
Yeah.
fell into your corpse.
Come on, Zoe.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Let's
I'm sorry I died from.
You really did.
Okay. Okay.
Come on,
No,
Zoe.
no.
Yeah. Stop, stop.
Okay. Dummy.
We have absolutely.
It feels like we're at an impasse here.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. It's that paper plane thing is messing us up.
I want money.
Okay, I'm gonna have a hovery thing.
Okay, I'm gonna make it easy for us to put it there because we're all
Okay.
failing terribly.
Okay.
I get the feeling that. Yep. I was about to say. No! God damn it, Zoe!
What? Nowhere
You
is
opened
safe.
the spikes on me.
Nowhere is safe.
Sounds like a you problem,
does.
babe.
Yeah.
Oh, careful, Liv, careful. Go for gold! Go for gold, Liv! It's all you! It's all you!
Come on! Oh my god.
This is ruthless.
Okay.
I am.
That little tiny spike thing is murdering us all of us.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I think
There's
we need
the
to destroy
dynamite.
it, I'll be honest
Yeah,
with
there we
you.
go. I'm getting rid of it.
Consider destroying it. Oh, a little box. Okay.
I'm getting rid of the tiny spike.
Making a little path here. Should be easy.
Okay. Alright, it's getting complex now.
Okay.
Now watch out for the rotator blades.
Oh.
No, I did it!
Hi everyone. How are we all doing?
Oh, nice. What does the money do?
It's 3 points, I think.
Ah. Nice.
Here.
Oh.
Careful, Zoe!
what have you
Oh,
done?
very nice!
Wow.
Team Eurogamer!
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Come on, Liv.
I'm on my way.
I'm so happy to have been on the receiving end of that
No,
mystic.
I'm being
delicious bit of
eternally
pointage.
stretched.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
no.
mistake.
Okay, Liv.
Come on, Liv.
Big
Oh,
jump,
no,
big jump, big jump!
Oh, is
Yeah!
that fine? I did it? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, horse.
Morton!
Oh,
Hit
big
by
points.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, you're getting big trap points.
Point.
So confident. So
Going
Oh, I do love the big flower that punches.
I think I got the big flower.
cannon thing.
Oh yeah, big punchy flower.
What? Oh, right next to the black. Oh no.
Oh, so we're playing it like this, are we?
Oh, we've kind of nullified the black hole a bit.
A little bit.
What the?
What if I put
This
this?
is game. I call it the gauntlet. Alright, I'm not
Wheels.
falling for that again. Not falling for that
Do it.
again.
You can do it. No! Oh, my horse body.
No, what? There's a hole there.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, you!
Oh dear. You can do it,
Oh,
Zoe.
Zoe.
You can do it.
Come on, Zoe.
Alright, Zoe, welcome to the gauntlet.
Oh!
Right in the bum.
It went on my rectum!
Oh! It turned you into a buttercorn.
It did!
Ah.
I'm a corn dog
It's
now.
not a crossbow, not a cross probe.
Thanks to Super Chat and Marlies. Go Team Ian and Zoe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Correct priorities.
Ooh, I'm taking this
Go
bomb.
up.
I don't know
I'm
what
getting
this
rid of.
is. Ooh,
I'm
what
getting rid
is
of this
that?
thing. I hate it. I even know why I put it there.
Shall I add to the gauntlet?
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Alright.
There we go.
This is definitely my new rage game, Cam. Yeah.
Ah,
I tried to run.
finally, it wasn't me.
Wait, does the honey kill you or just stick
I
you?
think it's just slippery.
Okay, oh god.
What?
Oh, what?
What about the hay bale? I don't know what's dangerous in this game.
Everything, Ian.
Ah, look, I can curtsy.
Oh,
Mom.
what a polite
Oh,
curtsy.
it'll be like this. Mom.
Farewell.
I can't look down. Push it. No.
out for
Oh, God. Oh. I got burnt and poked.
And impaled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
My inability to look down really
3
screwed
turns
me.
left.
okay. So playful.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're just going to keep going, are we? Cool.
Does it keep going for a certain amount of rounds? or-
Yeah, there's 3 turns left.
Ah,
So
okay.
this is the
I'm done with this thing.
penultimate round.
Everyone, should we find out what that is? This is
Wheels
together.
up.
Let's find out.
Let's go.
I picked the wheels.
Well, the Tetris, well, the Tetris block is kind of okay, I think.
Hello.
I'm so sticky.
Oh no! It feels like so much.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
No, no, he's gonna do it!
I did it.
Excellent! Come
Yes.
No, it doesn't need to hit me when I'm down.
That was your flower as well.
I
on!
know.
Liv, look at you!
Oh,
Flying
I
ahead.
Liv.
have put a lot of traps down.
Okay.
String of pennies. All right. Oh, what?
Sticky.
Listen, it makes things sticky.
Sticky.
Ooh, a trophy.
Thanks for running me.
Craft
Oh no, that's
person.
guest 2. Oh, boo.
Ah, shame.
Hi, I'm guest 2. Nice breaker.
This blue.
Where's
this going?
I just put it there.
Here we go.
Oh, and a
All
Wait for
play
it, Liv.
Wait, that's a, what does that hockey stick mean?
What is this?
It's going to whack you in the
Oh.
head.
No! I keep forgetting about the flamethrower.
Sorry.
Liv, I think I'm giving you all of your points by walking into
He's in! He's in!
Oh
That
my
bit
God.
there is
Come on,
just
Liv. Come on,
Yeah.
Liv. Come on, Liv. Come on, Liv.
Liv.
Yes, Liv. Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, baby, yeah!
Liv wins! Yay!
ET1, CB1.
The ultimate horse.
Thank you so much.
What I like about the windscreen is it doesn't deflate anyone else. Yeah. We're not horses.
We're not.
No.
So, you know.
Exactly.
And you're not a raccoon, so I'm going to take that win with me to the grave. Where are we going? Rooftops?
I guess. Is there any more? Oh, we've only unlocked 2 of
where do
15
we go?
levels.
I think there's different modes.
Let's do the form then.
Creative mode.
No, we don't want that. We want
Challenge. mode.
challenge.
Oh, they're a lot.
Okay, well, can't do that. Free play.
I think we're just going to have to party.
Bum,
Back to the fun?
Bum, bum,
Okay.
bum,
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 bum, bum, bum. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Simple. Simple.
Oh no, it's the small little thing again.
Look, I could do that and make it really easy, but
Oh no. Oh, Ian, no. Wait. No,
Now-
Zoe, no.
Now explain to me how this one works.
No, please.
no, I'm scared of the fun. Oh,
Well, Ian,
I'm scared of the fan.
Ian,
it's all on you,
I'm
buddy.
scared of the
no,
fan.
Ian, you need to kill yourself so we still get points.
Wait. Who put that fan down?
Huh?
What's this
Who put that
tactical
fan
play
down?
going
That
on
one.
here?
Yeah.
Me.
You put that one down?
Yeah.
For definite.
This is
Yeah.
outrageous.
I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
This is absolutely outrageous.
Is that cheating?
That's massive cheating.
Oh,
Boo
God.
this man! Boo this man!
I won't do it. There we go.
It would
It's a
turn on
dance
us.
party.
Nice and fair.
It's a barnyard boogie.
Look, if it's too easy, it's too easy. We've got to up the stakes, you
You
know?
really do. Ooh, a beehive.
I love beef.
I do love steaks as
Oh,
well.
this is
I love
good.
money as well.
Okay,
What's
what's
that?
that? Oh,
Honey and money.
It looks
okay.
terrible.
My two favorite things.
What is this?
Oh wow, that looks great.
Oh my
That's
god,
gonna.
what the hell?
The
What
hell?
about this?
This
What
is
is
my
this?
big swinging ball. There we go.
That is pendulous
Oh
AF.
god. Oh no.
Take that,
Oh.
General.
Whoa. Oh, horse now!
Direct hit.
Ha 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 ha!
No! Oh,
Oh, cute.
I got.
Fine.
Okay, that's one.
Dream team.
Stealing my identity.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my
Okay.
god, I'm ahead for once.
Okay.
Actually, you're a raccoon. No, wait, what are you?
That was a double bid. Okay. Shit.
Okay.
Whoa!
Put that there.
You.
I just let it happen.
Wow.
I just let it happen.
No!
What triggers the fisting?
Very nice.
Eat it.
Buttons.
What?
Buttons
Sorry?
on side.
Oh, okay.
Fisting buttons.
Ah, yeah.
Huh?
Press
Come on,
X
Ian.
to
What's
fist.
your game
What's
mode?
that?
I,
What?
I literally don't know. I put it there.
Okay.
I have
It's
no
like,
idea.
does it like go in?
Oh my god, Zoe, you even
Oh,
stole my
you.
signature dance.
Oh, you can do it.
Come on, Team Eurogamer.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Zoe leading the pack.
Yep,
The
yep.
other horse.
I am indeed the enemy. Ooh, what's that?
Oh.
Spikes.
Oh, the spiky thing is terrifying.
Spikes are the spikes of spikes. is
They
what
are.
it
That's what they say.
God,
Shit. Oh no.
That's
Oh, God.
Oh no.
is. What? Buzzsaw?
Are you allowed to go?
I don't.
This?
Oh, yes!
Come on.
Are you deid or not? I can't tell.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I killed myself.
Everyone's
and I
dead.
killed Zoe as well.
Okay.
Fine.
Good. Good.
This is chaos.
You're so dainty with the way you
No, no.
wave.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, this is a rough one. Oh, very
oh
good.
God.
Okay, that's gonna go.
Watch out! Oh,
And
How you doing? How you doing?
oh.
How you doing?
yeah!
Nice.
Very good, very good.
Black
God, oh my God, oh my God.
So many traps.
Wheels, we have to do something.
Yeah, we got to do something.
I've done the
All
learning.
right, drastic
You have
done
measures.
learning.
Go with drastic measures, Liv.
Okay,
Here we go.
okay. Now, first of all, this can't happen
No.
anymore.
What, Liv?
It can't happen
Me?
anymore, Ian. I'm so sorry.
I'm so upset.
I have to put a stop to it.
Beehive.
No.
Ooh, beehive.
beehive.
Let's put that up there, and then maybe someone can get a coin if they like it.
What just happened?
You fisted us!
What happened?
I don't know.
Wheels! I didn't
don't
even
know what I
move!
did. I killed myself somehow.
Oh my god.
You triple killed us!
Somehow I've kicked the football
Look,
into my own
everyone.
face and then onto yours.
Yeah.
This is.
We're all done. Okay.
Wow, sorry, I was too disgusted by Wheels.
That was rough.
That's a feeling I can identify with.
I'm
That
taking
is
this
just what it's
bomb.
like to live with me. I'm sorry.
I'm taking this bump.
Okay.
Something needs to change here.
That. Sure.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm not sure where we go now.
No.
I'll be honest.
What
well,
with a black hole? What?
I think
The black hole was their last round.
I can't really jump this way without being
Oh.
sucked into it.
I'm a bit.
Oh. Okay. Hip.
That was on me.
EPGP. Oh no, I fell off the
bees.
edge.
Where did the bees come from?
Not the bees!
In my eyes.
Wait,
No.
what?
It's alive.
You're alive.
Yes!
What happened?
You beautiful little woolly bastard.
No, you're not. Okay.
Going
no.
high.
Right.
Secrets.
What's in there?
You found it in secrets.
Oh, something witty.
Okay,
Nice.
come on.
Okay, here we go.
You got this.
We're going through.
Just avoid everything and you'll be.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
I gotta. Yep.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The bees. So if I touch the beehive, I don't instantly die. Right?
I think
about
I've
if you-
already loaded the bees.
I got some money.
Oh no, he's going to win it.
Can I
He's
just
gonna
sit
win it.
here? Will it break if I?
Yeah! Hell
Damn
yeah.
it. Look
Boom!
at that. Good lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In fairness, he is the ultimate
Yeah,
sheep.
maybe you are the
That
ultimate
is,
sheep.
I am the ultimate sheep.
Every time I do something, Ian copies me.
Perfect.
Grow a
What's this
beard,
one here?
wear jeans. He's right there doing it as well.
It's true. I don't normally wear jeans.
I mean, it just means pick
We've not
two
done
of
this
them.
well. Shame.
Do rooftops again.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, let's go back to rooftops. I don't know how you unlock
Oh,
these.
what is this?
That would have wait. What is a level loader?
I don't know.
It's all metal.
Oh,
Level there.
oh,
Oh.
oh. Does it happen?
Oh, we need online play.
Wait, can we enter? Can we just enter a code? I think maybe it'll let us like randomize.
Oh,
Hold on.
Someone Google.
Hold on, hold on.
Google
I'm gonna
ultimate chicken horse.
go into level loader again quickly. Let me just see if I can enter a code.
Ian.
Is that no?
Don't.
No. Okay,
Get
never
them
mind.
all online.
Shame. Shame.
You know me. I like to fiddle with things I shouldn't.
You do.
There we go.
Sometimes you just need a big open canvas, you know?
Yeah.
To commit horrendous acts of crime and violence.
Oh, there's balloons.
What? Thanks for super chat. J Toy says, Ian, you beautiful bastard. That was excellent platforming.
Terrible.
Why, thank you.
Terrible.
Oh, what's
Okay.
that?
Look at this tiny little. Look at this.
Yeah, what is that?
Someone's gonna aim for that tiny little box.
What is a hay bale?
Is this possible? Maybe.
Oh!
No, it's not.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Ian, how are you so good at this?
Oh yeah.
That's it. Come on.
Ah, okay, we need to find out what the thing is.
Okay.
Hell
Well
yeah.
played. Well played.
God, those solo points.
Super chat from Mike Burgess that says, thanks for the stream. It's cheered me up.
Ah, you're welcome, Mike. Thanks for super chat.
Love one.
Right, what are we doing? Paper airplane. I like the paper airplane one. It doesn't kill you.
I've got some air power.
And I'm gonna. That's why I put it.
So does a hay bale not do anything special?
It's just platform.
Oh.
All right, Mike, this one's for you, baby.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh, I made
Whoop.
a mistake. I made a mistake.
No, you sheepy
You're
little.
welcome, Mike.
Oh,
Live.
Come on, then.
you know it.
Oh,
my
betrayed
horse
by
body.
the spiky boy.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I got so far.
Oh, what is the traffic light is?
I think if
Can we
you.
find out together?
I think if you break the beam, it opens the door, but only for a split second.
Ah, okay.
What am I doing?
Oh, you
Oh,
can rotate
What
blocks.
are you doing?
Yeah, I want to know
put
one.
that right there.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Now, in theory.
Theory one.
Oh,
No, you-
yeah, baby. Look at that. Level discovered.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well
no,
done.
no! Wait, you found a new level?
Yeah, we got an old mansion.
Yeah! I'm not too
The
sad that
mansion.
you won now.
Look at that.
Very
I'm the
nice.
underdog. Live, we're underdog.
Oh, yeah, we are, we are. I was like, what, me? Yes.
god, Zoe's talking to me.
Oh my god!
Get out of here, Liz. This is my place to make it possible.
I'm sorry. Well, what if I
Oh,
was
this
put
needs to
this
be on
here?
something, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's running
Who
out.
put the blade
Oh my
there?
god.
Oh
Oh my god.
Why do
No,
I
it's
follow
open
them
page
now?
again. He
Whoa.
just waits.
Oh
Whoa.
my,
It's the thing
Whoa.
about you, he just waits.
Whoa.
oh, my body is floating in the air. Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Oh, this has got terrible.
What's
Fire hydrant, I don't know. Maybe, oh,
I think it's going to zhuzh everywhere.
right.
Not in the hair or the eyes, please.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh! You were so happy for a split second.
Oh, God, Liv.
Whoa!
I admire the cannon.
No!
Oh, yes, come on, Liv.
Oh! Oh, very
I
feeling
admire the
sore.
commitment to the cannon, but I don't know if it's working.
I really like the cannon.
It is very fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to see that no winners, no points in my nightmares tonight. No winners, no points.
Why has that been popping up a lot? Or?
Yeah, just a tad. What the?
You know what to do, Liv.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
What are you planning?
What?
Nothing.
Who are you?
Money! Oh,
No, my money wheels.
My money now.
My money.
my money.
money.
I want the money.
No!
Oh!
Oh, my money!
Is that what you were supposed to do?
Oh!
Horse's money!
I'm taking this coin to the grave.
I really want the
If I
money.
can't have it, no one can. Oh, Ian.
Whoop. I don't know
God,
what's
he's-
below
He's
me.
done it again, Dagnabbit.
Yeah!
There we go.
This is one-sided.
It sure is. Listen,
You got tactics, you wait for all of us to die. And
Yeah.
then just like step on our court.
but it really closes in the game, the level,
Yeah,
then you
it does.
can't see what's going on. But, you know,
Okay. Okay.
now
we're gonna pop this. I'm going to make a cheeky little safety net. Just
Oh,
a cheeky little one.
a cheeky one.
A little baby safety net.
the money.
Wheels, wheels.
Wheels taking the
Why are
money.
you stealing my money wheels?
Everyone.
Wheels! Took the money again. No,
I'm dead down there too.
Okay.
no, no. Oh,
At the
wait.
bottom.
Not on my body.
No.
Not on my
Oh.
body.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, wild. And then you did it. You did it.
Oh, my masculine yelp there. Oh, there we go.
I mean, fair play. But now we can play in the old mansions. That's
Yeah, that's true. Everybody who's subscribed to to the Dicebreaker YouTube channel, once that gets deleted, please come and subscribe
Please
to the
do,
Eurogamer
yeah.
YouTube channel. You
But
know.
also, if you're a fan of, you know, like, lost media, come on over to Dicebreaker.
It's up here, you fool.
Oh, the new level.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up there, right.
The horse is just. I've had enough of this shit. Sorry, Liv.
I thought it was over there. I don't know why.
I'm going to go to that farm that my mum told me my dog went to that one time.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Well, Liv would be awesome to move back.
What time did we even start this stream?
Oh, I've got no idea. I'm having a great time.
45. I'm having such a good time. I don't know. Time is
Didn't I
flying.
tell you it was great, Ian?
It's
Didn't I tell
wonderful. I love this game. It's
Oh,
22
we've got
minutes
15
past.
minutes left. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, we got a little bit more. 25 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
you? All right, I'll level with you. I don't know how this one works.
Okay. What's that? Is that a button? Did someone put that
Button.
button there?
Yeah.
Button.
Okay. Le bouton.
Watch out for that glass thing.
Oh no. Okay. Someone stand on the button.
What's that do?
Oh, lift.
I'd love to. Thank you.
Do not trust it. But I'm going in anyway.
Huh?
I
Oh!
took the alternative route. It's not working.
Okay, well.
I got squished.
What if I was
Good.
Okay, I'm going back in the left. I'm going
Very careful.
Okay.
It's kind of a shame you can't carry it.
Polite.
Everybody's
Oh,
powerful.
God damn it.
Why can't we do this?
Why are we so bad at lift?
Okay.
Wait,
Lift
this is
me
game
up.
made in America. I want to take the elevator.
Ooh.
Careful now.
No, you cheeky.
No!
A squirrel.
No! Oh my god, I'm still alive. I've squatted. I squatted and I'm still alive.
Wait, can I leave you up there? No, I better put. There you go.
Yeah.
I
Thanks.
don't know how to get up without it. Okay. Why did it was black then?
Oh, settle the game.
Yeah. Come back here, you.
Oh, this is really bad.
All right, here we go.
Maybe
I'm
the
gonna.
top. Maybe the top is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I then go now. There we go.
Careful not to get stuck on the top.
Oh!
Oh no, Liv!
Come to me, chicken.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. It's going to
Full
take so
circle
long.
to give
Oh,
up.
so good to give up, Liv.
Then I'll drag everyone down.
Full circle to pay respects, Liv.
Everyone just wait for me, okay? Wait. Oh. I'm going to go this way. I'm going this way.
Oh!
Well, you certainly didn't go that way.
That way.
Yay, I got
Way.
some points.
Yay.
If I was afforded a level of patience, it would have been fine.
You had until the give up button came up.
And out the pressure wheels.
Why are there so many pendulums now?
Swinging balls.
We do love big swinging balls here
Yeah.
at Eurogamer and Dicebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
The whole thing. Okay, there we go.
We basically invented the big swinging ball.
Oh, I love the little set of stairs.
Oh!
How did that work? How did you die then?
Ian,
What?
once again, it's you.
What hurt you then? Who
I
hurt
got
you?
squished by the pendulum.
Ian, watch out, watch out! Oh.
Fine.
It's a new level of skill.
I can't believe it. I got hit on the butt cheek just at the end.
On a single butt cheek.
Finally being old and only playing old, really awkward platforming games on the Spectrum
Genuinely.
is paying off.
I'm stopped.
So you got hit by the tiny bit on the
I did
pendulum.
a diddy bit on the
Right,
side.
okay, I need a...
I feel like we're creating another gauntlet here.
What am I going to...
That's what this game's all about.
I don't know.
What's the plan there?
Help, 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 help.
Oh no, Liv, wait! Wait for
what?
me, gang!
Done.
Oh, why can't I get on this?
Chicken!
How did you do
Hey!
I made it! I thought I was dead and then I made it!
Killed me!
Sorry, I thought you'd cracked the space-time
Oh, it's
continuum
fine.
open with
Okay.
that
That's fine.
scream.
That's fine.
One
It's a good
in
scream.
death.
Yes.
I mean, if I was only making a picture, I'd be a banshee, so I'm glad I'm living up to that reputation with that scream.
That was excellent.
Yeah, you are.
Everyone all the way over there, that one,
Good.
they were like, whoa.
Where are you going to reaching enough of this hole? What have you? Oh god.
Don't worry about it. Oh god, I did it again. I did
What
the
is
exact
hitting you?
same
What are
thing.
you doing?
There's glass there.
Oh.
I told everyone at the start watch out
We're
for
dead
glass.
together, though.
Oh, how romantic.
Together in there.
Hoopla! Hoopla!
My
No,
God,
whoa,
why?
ha! Yay!
You're going to get a point smaller again. I can't believe you get more points.
That's so wild.
This game is humbling me.
Yeah.
And I don't like it at all.
So he's never been humbled in her entire
You
life.
wait.
Never in my life.
You can rotate blocks. Oh,
Yeah.
only
Oh,
some
no.
of them, I guess. Ah, okay.
Shit. It's not that there. Oh.
Oh, can I?
Oh.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
it's
oh,
Can
not.
I recall your placement?
I'm.
Okay, I made it past the glass. We're going well.
Point.
No. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice
keep
you
one
threw my
down.
corpse for me.
Go, Zoe.
Oh.
Yes, Zoe. Yes.
Well
Oh,
Nice.
it's too nice. It was too
my God,
sticky
he's
for
still
me.
alive
Oh
again.
crap! Oh,
Keep
hey,
waiting.
oh, hey, oh!
Oh.
Well done.
Do
Put
it.
me in the top here.
I told
Celebrate.
you it was my dance. God damn it.
Okay.
Oh.
Hut,
Oh
hut,
my
hut,
God.
hut, hut. Ah!
Nice.
Sometimes I don't even know how I ended up where I ended up.
It's oh,
Okay.
okay.
You're the underdog
I'm
there.
thoroughly underdog.
It's good. What happened there was I was giving these
Or cannon.
these two
Cannon
a
the
chance.
top.
Projectiles.
Someone's got to take pity on them sometime.
Exactly.
Thank you.
What are you doing? You're making that bit very
Very
Deadly.
unfriendly.
yeah.
See, my idea is, I know I'm not going to win, so I'll just make everyone else's life miserable.
Like, bring away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god!
What are you doing, Giga?
Oh my god.
Wheels, this is 4, 9, and 8.
Oh no! I was looking at the raccoon. Oh, you nearly got
Hi,
me.
Zoe. How are you doing?
Hey,
Hi.
girl.
Hey,
Saying.
girl.
Okay.
Oh my god, girl
Get
time.
that gap.
Maybe. I'm waiting for my box.
Okay, so that's
Oh, oh, oh,
So sticky.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
That's good.
Watch out for
Oh,
the
you've
ice.
avoided all the hazards that way. Oh, the fans! Oh, the storms! That was you done.
Okay, yeah,
Done.
it's getting a little tricky.
A little
It's getting a
bit.
little tricky. Everyone needs to make sure Ian dies, otherwise we will lose, by the way.
Okay, I'm going to get a bomb. I'm going to destroy
Okay.
this stuff. Let's start from the beginning.
Ah, the old Steve.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I think this, frankly,
Now, can I
shenanigans. I'm just
possibly-
going to get rid of that stuff
Will
there.
this work?
Too much.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Crossbow.
Oh, you blocked the crossbow.
Scares me.
Block the blade.
Whoa! There's a. How are we going to get past the box?
No, oh.
What have you done? Who put the boxing glove there?
Oh, I don't know what you're
Oh!
doing. I've never seen a boxing thing in my life.
Oh,
No! My poor bum!
We've
No,
absolutely.
my plan!
How,
My brand!
the boxing glove didn't do anything, but it masked the glass, and we all went into it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting more slowing up.
Okay. Can we blow up that glass?
Yeah, I'm destroying.
Ooh, that would be good.
There we go.
Oh,
We can't
nice.
actually
No, you
destroy that
cannot.
bit of glass there.
You can't blow up the
No.
glass.
A shame.
Okay.
A shame.
I'm blowing up the boxing glove then.
Yeah. Alright.
That killed me last time, so I'm not a fan.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Wheels.
Hup, hup.
Hey, Liv.
I got on the
It's all on you.
Oh, is it just me? No!
I know you love it when it's just you there.
No, the pressure's
No
too much.
pressure.
You can do it, Liv. I believe in you.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, no.
That is going to be very tricky. That last bit.
The hubris of man.
I really want to put no winners, no points in my will, in my last will and testament.
Back when I was an achievement score junkie,
Yeah.
I really wanted my achievement score to be put on my gravestone at the end.
joking?
Yeah, but
Whoa.
then I grew out of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, allegedly.
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 Acceptance is the first,
Yeah.
first step of the
step.
path.
Hey.
Okay, so this looks slightly doable.
Why is this game trying to get us to run? That's not.
I know. It's
I've
definitely
never
disaster.
been in a situation where I thought running was broken.
Yeah.
Not, oh,
I don't think you can get there without the purple box.
right.
Come on, Bob. Let's
No.
go.
Sticky box. There we go.
Oh, here
What?
comes another-
Slide!
Oh!
The ice!
They've
The
got-
ice!
I'm sorry, I'm panicking.
Yeah! You did it! Yeah! Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh!
Don't even call it
Nice.
a
That was some excellent
God.
ultimate
Black
chicken
and
horsing
sour.
there from
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
This is a symbol of my belief in you.
Oh my goodness, it's
Do it,
money!
do it for the
Yay!
YouTube channel.
Okay.
I've screwed everyone and myself with that.
Excellent.
Okay.
Just life as usual. then.
Yeah.
I thought I was the sheep.
Okay.
I thought I was the sheep. Oh.
Okay, this box
No,
above
I
me
know,
that's
it's
rotating, is that going to stab me? Okay, I tested it. I don't think it's going to stab me.
Oh, well done.
How do you? Oh, you do! Joey Noe!
The exact same thing I did. Watch out the flower! Oh my god.
Up, up,
Careful.
Oh no, the platform's
The
gone.
platform is gone.
The platform is
Up.
quite
Platform
gone.
is gone, yeah.
Oh no, Ian, you
Up.
win again.
yeah!
Went all the way
Holy
around.
God!
It's not gonna work, folks.
Put all of your might, all of your gumption into this jump.
Come on!
Alright, we're going back. We're going back. Ah!
Oh, that flower tried to deck you.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's the lip
Circle,
bottom.
give up, Liv.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
You do
You're going to
it.
get squished.
Oh no!
I didn't think the gears
Just like your dreams.
It was a valiant attempt.
Oh, well done, sheep.
Oh my god.
Team
that's-
Eurogamer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So close.
But I just
Trying to
can't.
high five Daphne hanging there live on the internet.
I was too busy doing
Very
universal
good.
bisexual, so pay attention.
Well, we've still got time for another.
Excellent. Who's the
Get a new
squirrel?
thing, I think.
I want to be
Can
the
I?
Oh, was that a new character?
Oh, someone else is a squirrel. Oh.
I took the squirrel. Does
Okay.
anyone want the squirrel?
No, that's
No,
fine.
you deserve the squirrel.
Thank you. What's
So, what level are we doing? Who's any preference? Anyone?
How much time we got left? Let's do a rooftop.
Rooftops? Okay.
It's got a question mark on it, which I think means we unlock stuff.
Oh, mystery mode.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, look,
Oh yeah.
look at that.
Ooh.
balloon. Whoop.
Oh, this little squirrel's my best
Okay.
friend. I love
Let's
him.
build a platform up to the mystery
hope
box.
Bad
everyone
happens
had the
to him.
same.
Wait, no!
Do
I'm not.
you not realise there might be a slight issue here?
Guys,
Everyone.
Hope you lot are good at jumping.
I have
And running.
regained the
Okay, what is it?
old
Old
mansion level
mansion.
discovered forget.
Oh, I just.
What?
Well, that's me done. Run and jump. You can do it.
Ian, we need you to get the box. Okay,
I'm
here
out.
we
I'm
go.
out.
Everyone ready? Let's do
Go.
it.
Run and jump. Yeah!
That was so
Ah!
Oh!
Ah!
Oh! Yeah!
Wow.
Look
They-
at him!
my
Look
God.
at him and marvel in his glory.
They said it couldn't be done, but by Jove, did Wheels do it? Nice.
Now that's an ultimate chicken.
Yeah, jeez.
Horse.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put that there.
Again, it's very hard to get up here. Why have we done this?
Okay.
Because it's funny.
Okay. How did you
I
get
didn't
up
run.
here?
I
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Come on, little chicken. No, no, no. Oh, oh. Zoe. That's a good placement, Zoe.
I think I may be stuck.
Watch out for the fireballs.
I think I may be
Go,
stuck.
go, Zoe, go, Zoe.
Yes!
No.
Oh,
Yes!
Well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Nice.
Lovely stuff.
Oh,
My
yeah.
little
Okay.
dance.
Hello.
Team Eurogamer even with
Huh?
Right.
Hello.
doing that very good.
Hello.
Right. Okay, I've got an idea, kind of. I think running might have been a good idea last time. For once.
Gold. I love gold. Okay, what? 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 I'm gonna put that there.
Okay, okay. I'm running and I'm running and I'm running and I'm... Oh!
Oh god.
Good job.
Okay.
I made a
Oh.
mistake.
Okay,
Dave Darking.
I'm stuck on the goo! I got stuck on the spooge! Thanks for Super Chat, Dave Ducky. He says, coins for drinks to de-stress. Go Team Chaos Gamer. Nice! Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Bring it home for Team Eurogamer
Yeah.
and make this a thrashing.
Ooh.
Thrashing. Thrashing.
Okay.
There we go. Bam. We got a super chat from Dave Darkin.
I said that one.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Never
I'm
mind.
here too.
You can say it as well if you want.
Excuse me.
I'm just waiting to turn.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it was so sticky. I've said that before. Oh, it was too hard.
Good work, everyone.
No, I forgot about the. Oh my God,
We've got Aoife
Aoife's in the chat.
Aoife!
Aoife,
Everyone
Aoife.
say hello to Aoife. Aoife! Okay, or just me, that's fine.
She says,
What'd she say?
you better be winning, Team
Of
Eurogamer.
course we are.
Aoife, we're thrashing them.
They're absolutely
They're
destroying
doing very
us.
well, yeah.
Destroying them.
Mainly Ian. Mainly Ian is better.
Ian is doing.
No, what, Zoe, you're kicking ass this round.
I go my special route.
Kicking
I have to
all
say
the
that
ass.
This squirrel's brought me nothing but despair.
Keep the squirrel out.
Oh, the squirrel's almost the same colour as the sheep, so we're. I'm letting you go first,
Okay.
whoever the squirrel is.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my God, it's so sticky.
Power.
Oh, you can actually stand on it and ride it.
Oh what? Where did
That's
that
what
come
she
from?
said. Oh!
Where did that come from? Oh!
Wow.
We all died.
Oh. I got so excited that I saw Aoife left a comment. I choked. Thank you, Aoife. She said she loves my hair.
Ah, very nice.
What about my hair?
What hair? That was too easy.
Immediate.
Can't set me up like that.
It's cruel but true.
Okay.
Okay, this, not fan.
Where did I die last time? Let's try and even that out.
God, there's so much
okay.
dynamite. Not dynamite, there's so much barbed wire
So
going
much
on.
what?
So much barbed wire is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's.
Oh!
Oh god. I didn't realise that was a jumping pad.
Oh! Can I go a different way?
Go up here, go up here.
Yeah.
I got distracted by how fun it was, okay?
Hup, hup.
Ah!
Oh
Okay,
my
so-
god.
Oh no, is this going to make me bounce?
Oh!
Oh!
Wow, we're so good at this game.
Do we have...
Is
she here?
It's out the back. Oh, wait.
Hang on.
Where's my
Aoife,
bag?
don't go anywhere. Oh.
He's on the move.
We actually have Aoife. Did you know that?
What?
We have
Oh,
Aoife.
you've got Aoife.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bomb. No.
Where did I put it? Ah, balls.
okay.
I don't know
You
where
don't
my
have
bag's
it.
in the back.
Okay,
Hold on.
God damn it.
Do this round.
We did have fake Aoife, but
Yes.
alas.
I've got it in my bag out back, I think. Wait, where did I
Yeah.
leave my
Oh,
bag?
here.
Hopefully no one's
It's
nicked my
fine.
bag.
Let's just focus on absolutely thrashing Dicebreaker. And then we'll do it.
I don't think you need to focus on that one.
No, we do it quite naturally.
Oh,
as
no.
well.
Hop,
Come on,
hop,
squirrel way up, please. Oh my gosh, please.
hop,
Here.
No.
hop,
Right,
hop,
right,
hop. Oh
Hey!
no! What
It
spans
worked!
that side?
Dead!
What did you do?
I put one of the floating platforms upside down, so it's just a moving propeller.
Oh, it's
That is
I leave my
really
bag in
just,
here.
just terrible.
Oh, well, and there we have it.
Okay.
I'm backstage right now. It's very exciting here. There's
It's
cables.
close to you.
Oh my god, it's the voice of God and he's very disappointed in us.
Hello, I'm back. Oh,
Are you still trying to find it?
there we go. I found it. I thought those naughty school children had stolen my bag.
Oh, God.
Ah,
Did you all see that, by the way, when that kicked off?
there we go.
Well,
Welcome to EGX FIFA. Fake FIFA.
FIFA,
There we
I
go.
got you.
Representing.
Oh my god.
We need a blonde wig.
How's maternity leave going, Aoife? Yeah, it's really good. Thanks. Having a lovely
Ian, once again, be so careful, because now she's actually watching. Be careful.
I was going to joke and say that fake Aoife was FIFA, but I didn't realise it was
Yeah, there's name badge and everything. Fake
fake
Aoife. Hello, my name. Right. Oh,
Oh, I'm just going for it. I'm good.
Okay.
I've
been building this
Okay,
entire
no,
time.
no.
oh,
That's what it's all been leading up to.
oh, good squirreling. What? And I'm over as well. Yes.
Ian,
Squirrel
Ian,
celebration.
Where- Oh no, you're
How
stuck
do
on
I
the
go?
lip.
Oh, you
I
don't,
think you're
Zoe.
screwed.
Don't get up.
I think.
I've been building that move for so long.
Oh, Zoe, no.
No.
Hey Zoe,
Yeah.
press circle to give up.
Just some friendly advice.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, you've almost got it. You've almost got it. Oh.
You're doomed.
I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
My little squirrel is so cute.
Sorry,
Coins!
for
Yes, coins!
coins. How are you?
I hid them away.
This is unbelievable.
Who's the squirrel now?
We've got 5
still
minutes
me.
to thrash them.
Okay.
And now I just make it so that no one else can do what
Why are
I
you
do.
going to make it P, Ian?
I was not paying attention.
Why are you making it P?
I don't. That's because I'm wetting myself with fear because I've seen what Aoife's replied in the chat.
I played myself.
You're
Oh,
not
no.
going to laugh.
No, rest in peace, Ian. It'll be. Hope you've enjoyed. Make the most of me at EGX this year
Yeah,
because
Ian's not coming back.
no, I will be murdered soon.
What? I don't know why you're laughing.
There we go.
Oh no.
Yay! Thanks for watching,
Oh my
Aoife.
god, I've got you on that. I've got you
Everyone
on
say
that.
goodbye to
Bye,
Aoife. Alrighty.
Okay.
Something must be done, Will. Something must be done.
Sticky.
Drastic
Sticky,
time.
sticky.
Sticky
Drastic
bees.
measures, Liv.
Sticky, sticky.
Sticky,
Sticky,
sticky.
sticky.
I'll just put that there randomly. I don't know.
Is that how everyone's getting up here?
I didn't know there was a thing on top of it now. I don't think I'll
Why bees?
I don't think
Why the bees? Who did this? Oh no!
Oh, nice.
Hup, hup.
What? Damn it.
Hey.
Go on, Liv, yes! Come on, Liv.
There! You wonderful squirrel, you look! How
Oh my god,
tight
it's all to
this is!
play for.
Yeah.
what's happening.
Oh, 2 turns
Turns
left
left.
as well.
Okay.
Anyone's game.
Okay. Yeah, take that.
Okay. I got money!
A little bit of money.
Take the money!
Okay, we can do this.
Shake the money, man. I think I might have lost my voice after this one.
Oh, Will, no. Will, no.
Good,
Will.
good
not
money
good.
catching.
Oh, I panicked.
Oh no, Zoe's got a coin. Hey!
The
Zoe, no.
audacity.
My trap is up.
Oh, no. Careful, can you jump on top?
I'm going for the cash
Careful,
if I
that's
can.
not a platform.
Whoa!
That's not a platform.
What?
Thrusting.
Yes!
He's done it again!
Boom! Boom!
He cannot be contained.
Off the edge of the page.
Ultimate sheep. Yes.
Honestly.
Well played.
Well.
My God.
And that was excellently timed because we've got 2 minutes left. So,
And in that 2 minutes, I'm going to interrupt Ian
What?
and tell you that at 8 p.m., Wheels and I are going to be doing a watch party for a wrestling grand slam in the AEW, if only, EGX Theatre right over there.
we're
going to be
pointing
screaming
at
at
the theatre
wrestlers.
people at home.
We're going to be cheering. We're going to be very loutish.
Do you like wrestling? Shut up. Yes, you do. We're going to be there at 8 p.m. Come and join us. It's very funny and very fun.
Well, I was trying to be nice, but I'm sure.
There's
It's
a man
right
who
if it
walks out
helps.
and does a rap, and it's very silly.
If it helps as well, the bar's right
Here's
next
where the
door.
bar
Bar is
yeah.
right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alcoholic slushies, as far as I've been told.
Yeah.
Yup.
But thank you so much, everyone, for coming to watch us make an ass of ourselves
Yes.
on the internet.
All big thanks to Wheels and Liv here, whose YouTube channel's about to get deleted.
Yeah.
R.I.P. rest in peace.
Commiserations.
So
You should probably subscribe to it while you can.
yeah,
Yeah.
do it now. You could be the last ever subscribers of Dicebreaker.
Yeah, youtube.com/dicebreaker.
That's the one, and we'll be here all weekend as well.
Alright.
Shows tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Check the schedule over there for the times.
Yes, and I believe you're joining us tomorrow
We
for
are.
some speedrunners. Just you.
Just me.
Because we're also going to get people from the audience up to
Yes,
play
we
as
are.
well.
That's good because I showcased my great platforming abilities.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we also have Happy Hour Talent Time and Cult of the Lamb, and we'll be naming our cultists after you.
Ooh. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Like and subscribe if you're at home and here, why not? And have a great rest of your time at EGX. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm just going to sit here and do.
Really good.
I'm
Played
a
more
big
platformers than you've had on dinners.
bouncy child. Yeah.
Bouncy child.
Are our mics still live?
They are.
Ben,
Ben.
where have we finished? Thank you.
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay. All right. I think we're live. So, welcome back, everyone, to the EGX live stage. And hello also to all of you watching us on Twitch. We have something very exciting for you today. My name is Catherine Castle, and I'm from Rock Paper Shotgun. And today we're here with Trent from League of Geeks to unveil your brand new video game. Never seen before anywhere else. This is a world first exclusive look. You can tell your friends I was here when. But before we get ahead of ourselves, Trent, for the benefit of our lovely audience and for people watching online, tell us a little bit about yourself, and League of Geeks, the games that you've made in the past, and what we're here to announce today.
Awesome. Yeah, so my name's Trent Custers. I'm one of the co-founders and studio director at League of Geeks, and we're probably most well known for Armello. So we released Armello, which is a digital card and board game. It's like Game of Thrones meets Kung Fu Panda. We released it back in 2015, and we announced it back in 2012. So it's been about a decade since we've announced our last game. And yeah, I guess we're excited to show this to the world.
All right. Well, I think we've got a trailer queued up, don't we?
We do have our official cinematic announced trailer.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's roll it.
There we have it.
There it is.
Solium Infernum is back. Trent, tell us more about what we've just seen. What is Solium Infernum for people who haven't heard of it before, and why are you remaking it now in 2022?
Great question. So I think remaking it, like you said, we're actually rebooting a cult classic from 2009 that most people wouldn't have heard of because it flew under the radar, but it was one of Eurogamer's games of the year that year. It's an amazing, actually we heard about it originally through Rock Paper Shotgun, right? The Game Boys from Hell, After Action Report, absolutely infamous. But it is a political strategy game set in Hell. So basically you take on the role of one of the Archfiends, the great sinister overlords of Hell, and his dark majesty, Lucifer, has vanished. He's disappeared, abdicated the throne, no one knows where he's gone, if he's coming back or when, and it's in that power vacuum that you and the other Archfiends actually conspire, manipulate, betray, backstab, and plot your way to the throne of Hell.
So you play as one of these 8 Archfiends, but sort of what kind of characters are they? Are they the same as the characters that you played as in the original game?
It's funny because it's one of the things that we've taken the liberty with this new game is we're actually taking these avatars from the first game, and we've used inspiration from some of them and then created some Archfiends of our own, and we've added these fully fledged characters to the game, whereas before it was just you just had an avatar and you write whatever name you wanted to, like, yo, Trent, 76 or whatever, and then like build up your stats, and you sort of are confronted in the original game with just this huge line of stats and things that you never heard of before, and you're building this Archfiend, whereas much like Mallow and the strength that we had there, we have these fully fledged characters that you can now get into, role play, and brings a whole heap of character to the game, pun intended.
Yeah, and sort of does each Archfiend, now that they are more fully formed characters, do they have their own unique sort of skills and powers? Kind of like how do they kind of develop over the course of a match?
Yeah, certainly. So over the course of a match, each Archfiend has the same sort of tree of 5 different powers, right? And within those powers, different Archfiends will be, more attuned to particular ones, but also each Archfiend has their own unique power as well. And then on top of that, it's obviously they're all got their own character and art and personalities.
And sort of tell us a little bit more also about the kind of armies and the legions that you'll be commanding as these Archfiends. Like how do you build that army and sort of like within the game?
So there's actually over 50 legions within the game and praetors, and I think almost all from the original game have come back. Some absolute classics like the Infernal Engineers, or you have the 10,000 Screaming Bastards as my favorite legion. Yeah, classic Solium Infernum. But then we also have praetors, which are like the great champions of hell, essentially. And those praetors, you can install them into one of your legions, or you can even have them go and essentially fight trials by combat for you to settle vendettas with other Archfiends as well. And these legions, each Archfiend starts with their own personal guard, which will respawn if you lose them at any point in time. But other than that, you're actually bidding on the allegiance of these legions of hell through the Infernal Bazaar, which is kind of like a blind auction house, which every turn rolls over and gets cleared out.
Yeah, sort of like, I think that you could kind of access this bazaar kind of like at any point, can't you?
Yeah. Straight from like turn 1, you can dive in. It's a turn-based strategy game, simultaneous turns. And so you can dive in and you can actually go straight to the Infernal Bazaar, and if you've got the resources, you can grab some. Otherwise, you're building resources. There are also other ways to get legions and things like that, especially some of the Titans, like the more unique units in the game. You can summon them through rituals, which are dark magics and sorceries. Because here's the thing, it's a political strategy game, but you're not just any old politician, you're an Archfiend of hell. So you absolutely have these infernal magics at your disposal too.
And kind of so assuming, obviously, it being a strategy game, resources are super important, and assuming, you plan ahead, you can get lots of these resources to kind of plug into your armies. And I think, when people think of turn-based strategy games, that is what they think of. They think of big armies marching across a map. But is violence always the best way to victory here?
It's often not the best way in Solium Infernum, actually. You find yourself, when you're playing Solium Infernum, almost sometimes trying everything in your power to avoid some form of confrontation. So much of the game is actually political maneuvering, or sort of like gunboat politics, so to speak, where you'll use your legions actually, but you're using them to intimidate or to threaten. It's more so the threat of actual conflict or violence or force. But of course you always have that option. There are particular Archfiends, like we have an Archfiend called Astaroth, which you should actually show the screenshot. Astaroth is the name of the screenshot. We'll get that up. And this Archfiend is like it's a martial genius, essentially, like a military commander of the highest order. And when you're in a match of Solium Infernum against Astaroth, here he is here. You can see, you can just, look at him. There's pecs there that could command a legion or two for sure.
Yeah.
But so there are definitely ways to play the game where you can just totally invest those resources and your time into building legions and having that military might. But more often than not, it's Machiavellian politics and treachery and espionage and diplomatic maneuvers that will win the day in Solium Infernum. It's one of the ways in which it's very different to a lot of strategy games that are out there.
Yeah, I would say that Astaroth's got a very different vibe to Andromalius, who was the blonde angel that we saw in the trailer. Yeah, kind of how do their personalities kind of like shine through? They're sort of the ones that sort of I've seen. They do sort of, they are quite characterful. They're quite different.
Yes. Yeah, well, let's bring Andromalius up. That screenshot's amazing. It's called Andro, that screenshot. it's such an interesting thing with video games because sometimes all it requires, and this is where here they are now.
Yeah.
This is where they're just amazing. This is where video games really shine, and especially you saw this with the original Solium Infernum. Is the original Solium Infernum is very, very stark and Spartan in what it actually gives to the player. Obviously, there's a bunch of text there that's priming them with the lore and everything. But video games are a really great medium for all you sometimes need to do is be like, oh, I'm going to choose this character. And you have the little bio about who Andro is, and you have their particular unique power line, and you have the ways in which they're more, more aligned to particular power trees than others. And then from there, it's so much of the role-playing actually does its job. One of our co-founders, Blake, when we were pitching just internally amongst the three of us, should we do it? Like, what's Vic, the original creator, doing with Solium Infernum? Blake hadn't played the original, so we were like, all right, let's sit him down, let's show him, and Ty sat there and we sat through a match. And at first the game's really obtuse and it sort of comes at you. But within an hour, Blake was talking in demon voices to the computer. It really has this really transformative and immersive quality of just, it's something the original did well, was role-playing this idea of being an archfiend in hell.
Yeah, and sort of what would you say is sort of the most nefarious thing you could get up to? Like, what are the dastardly things that you can
There's
do
actually
here?
some truly, I kind of refer to it as a friendship destruction simulator, which is, Armello, if you thought that Armello destroyed friendships, our previous game, then you've seen nothing yet. This game is absolutely dastardly. It's based and inspired by some of the great board games that have ruined friendships, like Diplomacy and the original Dune board game and the Game of Thrones board game as well. But some of the dastardly things you can do, you're casting, so much of it has to do with espionage or underhanded things. So for example, you can cast these rituals, but if you have a particular level of deceit, you can actually mask your rituals. So you can frame another player. So I might, just something simple, like cast a straight damage spell on someone, destroy someone's legion, and say we're playing together. You and I are playing together, and when it comes up on your screen after the turn log, it doesn't say Trent destroyed your legion. It says whatever other poor fool in our friendship group I've decided to frame for that. There's also another one that is one of my favorites, and it really shows just the depth of strategy and forward planning that Solium Infernum can have and really breeds and promotes. There are these things called schemes, which are essentially your objectives, and there are public and private schemes as well. And there's a private scheme that you can actually select at the start of the game. Right. So you haven't even gotten into the game yet, you selected at the start of the game. It's called Power Behind the Throne. Now what happens here is you can become a vassal in the game of another archfiend. It's one of the features of the game. Or you can make another archfiend a vassal of yours. And you can sort of work together towards making whoever, the vassalage is to, you can make them, help them win. And so I can actually say we're playing together and I offer to become a vassal of yours, or you make me a vassal of yours, and you think, haha, yeah, Trent, he's a thrall of mine, whatever, he's a vassal. But actually, this Power Behind the Throne, a secret scheme that I've had all along, is I've nominated you at the start of the game, and I've said, if Catherine wins the game, then I actually win. So you have this beautiful moment where someone thinks that they've won the game and all of their plans have come to fruition, and then in this sickeningly, moment of betrayal, very Wormtongue-esque, it actually says my name on the victory screen instead of yours.
Man. I think our friendship would have to end if that
it's
did
the
happen.
law, really,
pretty much. Obviously, it takes, each match kind of takes place over the course of several turns. Tell us a little bit about that kind of pacing, the number of actions, say, you can take per turn, how things because things take a while to play out, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah. So a game can take anywhere, depending on the length of game that you set, because you can change it in the settings and stuff like that, they can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours, these games, which can still be quite short for a grand strategy game of this sort of scope. But you have, generally as well, 2 to 6 actions per turn. But the thing is that each action has so much weight and so much consequence within Solium Infernum. So sometimes the turn might actually be 2 minutes of button clicking or navigating menus, but you're sitting there we're playing games all the time with the studio, and we've got a game going on at the moment. And I was sitting there for 25 minutes just thinking about one decision, one turn, and then even the order of them. And so it's really it's just this absolute torturous decision space that you're just, is the real meat and bones of strategy that it does so well.
And so, kind of to play a good game of Solum Infernum, you know, I think it's probably accurate to say you've always got to be thinking, like, you know, a few steps ahead, both in terms of what you're trying to do and then trying to sort of second guess what everyone else is trying to do. So how has it been sort of balancing, you know, all of those things so that, say, people who haven't either played a strategy game before or sort of, you know, are coming to this completely fresh, that they don't kind of get overwhelmed by like, oh man, there's so much going on here. Like, how do I navigate through this?
Yeah. It's a really great question because that was actually a huge issue with the original one. Is like whenever, you know, anyone reviewed the original one or spoke about it, it was always like, this is a mark of genius, it's a masterpiece, you know, this is unlike any strategy game I've ever played before, but the UX is so intense, and I don't know what's going on, and a lot of people bounced off it, and really, to be honest, for, you know, Vic, you know, not being a UI or UX designer or whatever, and the game being so dense, he did such a great job just on his own, you know, with the original game. But that's one of the things that we really are hoping to bring to this, the reboot or reimagining of Solum Infernum with our version, is we've had our senior UX and UI designer, Alex, on this for over a year, is like, okay, how do we actually take all of these disparate parts of information, all of these different screens, and make sure that you have the right information in the right place at the right time? Obviously thinking about the player entry pipeline and onboarding, so we have things like the Infernum Encyclopedia as well, or Encyclopedia Infernum, I can't remember which way. And that has, obviously, it's like a codex within the game that has everything in there. We've got, you know, like top tier, you know, state of the art, like tooltips and everything in the game as well. But then even things like the Archfiends, like taking these Archfiends and saying like, hey, we've actually taken the trouble to go, these are the main player archetypes that, you know, we see within Solum Infernum, and craft some characters there that you can still customize to some degree as well, but provide that as a stepping on point for players who are new to the license, as opposed to just getting there and being like, oh my God, what is deceit? And, you know, should I be adding to my charisma over my, you know, my destruction? I don't know. And so really just helping players get into the license is one of the most important things for us, because once you're in, as you heard, like, Business Partner is talking in demon voices to the computer, like an hour into it. It has this brilliance of just dragging you down into hell, I should say, you know, and really embedding you in that experience. But you just got to get past that first gap. So a lot of our focus right now, and in the first, because we've been in development for about 18 months, a lot of our focus right now leading up to alpha has been just looking at, okay, how do we take this license? How do we make it more digestible? How do we streamline it? What is the actual experience like, you know, in our reimagining of the original? And then now from this point on really comes the actual balancing of the game and stuff, and that will be an ongoing process right up. I'm sure there'll be a day one patch, let's say that, you know, where we tweak some legions or something.
Yeah, sort of getting down to a few kind of like nuts and bolts things, like obviously, you know, the original kind of Solum Infernum was very kind of multiplayer focused. Like, will this have a single player campaign, or is it going to be largely a multiplayer experience?
No, that's one of the things that we're bringing to the game. We're still figuring out the shape of the single player right now, but there absolutely will be a single player experience. You'll be able to play skirmishes against the AI as usual. You know, it's 1 to 6 player multiplayer, right? But as for what else we're bringing to single player, right now we're looking at scenarios for each of the Archfiends. So essentially you have an Archfiend who's stuck in this particular scenario, almost like a puzzle. It's like, hey, how do you navigate this particular thing, do this within these many turns, or, you know, seeded maps, stuff like that, with a sort of narrative through line to some degree. Watch this space.
Indeed. And sort of course, like back in 2009, when when the original Solum Infernum came out, you know, it didn't maybe have the benefit of all of the fancy kind of modern multiplayer technologies that we have today. You know, like it used a system I think we, you know, maybe affectionately refer to now as play by email.
Which sounds horrific now, right? It's like, it's only the nostalgia that makes that sound appealing,
Sort of like, does your version of Solum Infernum have sort of play by email multiplayer? Like, does it still have a place in the modern age?
Yeah, well, it does. So to answer that question straight out the gate, absolutely. So Solum Infernum will have asynchronous online multiplayer. And it's the first question that anyone who knows the original asks me all the time. They're like, will it have asynchronous multiplayer, right? Will it have play by email? It won't be literally play by email. So the last one was you actually download your turn file, send it via email, or now Slack, I guess, you know, to the game host, and then they run it through a batch file and send you the turns back. It's not going to be anything like that. So it's all automated. So we do have the technology to do that sort of stuff. So essentially, the way that Solim Infernum works and that asynchronous online multiplayer works is not a very common thing these days, is that it's a simultaneous turn structure within Solim Infernum. So we don't need to be online at the same time. So say, for example, like I might get home from work and have like an hour before dinner, and I'm like, okay, I'll just log on and do that turn that I have to do. And then, you know, you're on the computer after you have your dinner, and, you know, wherever it is that you're living, and then you log on and you do that. And then whenever everyone else has done their turn, and it's not in any order, it can happen in whatever order we happen to log on. But once all our turns are submitted, we get pinged a notification, and we can jump on, and it's like, okay, next turn. And then we can jump on. So some days you'll have turns where everyone just happens to be around and you blast through 2 or 3 turns in a day. But there is actually, we have them in the studio because we've got multiple games of Solim Infernum running amongst the team at any point in time. And some of them are these multi-week long epic grand strategy games. But it's amazing to talk about that. And going back to your question, in 2022, I don't have 6 hours, some people do. I don't have 6 hours to sit down and play a grand strategy game with my friends, you know, online. I would love to. But what I do have is 5 to 15 minutes, you know, every day that I can squeeze out to submit my turn or something. And so we're really hoping that this weirdly, like you mentioned, like archaic form of multiplayer, like play by email or asynchronous online, when brought forward into 2022 and, you know, packaged in this brand new experience that we're creating with Solim Infernum, it actually adds this level of accessibility to a genre of game that typically doesn't see any multiplayer traction or very little. So it's pretty exciting. I know for me personally, I get to now add a grand strategy game to my multiplayer roster.
Yeah. And sort of, obviously you worked quite closely with Vic Davis, the original creator of Solim Infernum, to kind of help bring this to life. Like, tell us more about kind of like his impact on the game and kind of League of Geeks as a whole. Because I believe he's been quite a sort of instrumental figure in the kind of like the history of the studio. Yeah,
well, it's funny, you know, because almost in a way, people are like, you're going to do Armello 2, is that what you're doing? And it's like, well, Solim Infernum kind of is Armello 2 in a sense, because what most people don't know is that Solim Infernum was one of the main inspirations for Armello. So the original was released in 2009. Some of us jumped on at that time, obviously, and played it to death when it came out. And it's just one of those games that sits in your subconscious for like a decade or more. So, you know, when we sat down a couple years later to actually start fleshing out Armello and we started paper prototyping, we paper prototyped Armello over a series of about 8 months. And one of those pivotal sessions where where a version of the prototype kicked us towards the direction of Armello was when Ty, our creative director and Solim Infernum's game director, actually brought a version of the paper prototype, because we took it in turns, where he'd actually just jammed a bunch of Solim Infernum's mechanics into it, and it kind of just fit with everything else we were doing. You know, this central palace in the board, similar to Pandemonium in Solim Infernum, the politics, the intrigue, and so it actually is a huge inspiration to us and the studio. And it's kind of through that, like, just in the background, Ty and Vic had this pen pal relationship going on for years. So we've known Vic for a long time, just via email and stuff. I was actually at his place in Ohio just last weekend, hanging out, shooting some footage and stuff, you know, handing over the baton, so to speak. But when we were like, what's our second game going to be? Ty was like, what's Vic doing with Solim? And so we got on the phone to him and we were like, what are you doing with Solim Infernum? And the answer was, well, nothing. You know, Vic's retired from video games now, has a hell of a legacy, you know, with Armageddon Empires and Solim Infernum and then his other 2 games as well. And so he was very, very happy for us to take it. We've acquired the IP now, so it's wholly League of Geeks. Vic isn't involved in this video game, but as you said, like sort of helped us get things up and started, and we brought him, you know, the stuff that we were doing, and he's super stoked. You know, I feel very bad. I can't stop him gushing about the game when we're hanging out with him. He's just excited to get into the friends and family beta testing, I think. But yeah, we've just like, more so than actually working super closely with him or him working on the game, which he's not. He's done, right? He's done the most he could do for this game, which is design the original. Yes. He's got sci-fi novels to write. Yeah. But every few months we jump on Zoom, we show him the game, and it's just like his face like this close to the camera, just going, wow, oh my God. I think it's a really special, well, I don't think he mentioned this to me, you know, when we were hanging out. It's a really special moment for him because he just created this game like a solo developer who came from left the field, like a military cryptologist or whatever. It was like, I'm going to make these weird strategy games, and just did it on his own in his study. And then to have a studio like ours come and throw our full might behind this game that he thought was kind of done and dusted and, you know, just like back in his past, and we've resurrected it, so to speak, brought it up from the depths of hell. And I think it's a really special moment for him to see his baby in a sense be brought to life. We'll get a whole new shot.
Yeah. And sort of, it's also kind of directly inspired by a line from Milton's poem Paradise Lost. Is that right? Yeah.
It is. So the line is, to reign is worth ambition, though better to reign in hell than serve in heaven.
And how has that kind of like shaped the direction of your vision of hell? Because it's quite different, isn't it, to like your classic brimstone and hellfire type kind of like situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. It totally is. And I think, so there are two ways in which that line really permeate through everything we do. So one of them is what the line actually says, right? Which is, to reign is worth ambition, obviously, like to have these grand plans for the throne, to become the ruler of hell, that's worth ambition, right? So that you're plotting all the time. Though better to reign in hell than serve in heaven is just so, it just so perfectly describes this notion of these fallen angels who in Milton's epic poem have fallen from, from heaven, and they've landed in this just abyssal pit, and instead of going back to heaven or trying to strive to reinstate their place alongside God, if you will, they've decided to build this empire in hell, like to turn their nose up at the heavens and those who betrayed them, and they've just, like, in the worst of places, in the deepest, darkest depths, amongst the worst of people in existence, they're trying to build this empire, essentially. And then, just as in the poem, Lucifer vanishes, and they're left to just, the infernal conclave, which is the parliament of hell. In our hell is politics, it's bureaucracy, which is similar, again, to the epic poem. They're left amongst themselves to squabble and fight. And then the second way in which the poem really permeates through everything is what you've stated, which is this notion of the classic, like a classic poem, like classical literature as a source of inspiration, as opposed to the classic, like the contemporary fire and brimstone or chaos demons with pitchforks versions of hell that we see. There's absolutely a place for that. Like I played a hell of a lot of Doom, no pun intended then, but that's not our game. Like when you look at Solium Infernum, it's a different vision of hell. It's this ashen, barren landscape, and we're inspired by classic romantic paintings like Gustave Doré and John Martin, that have, instead of it being like fire and pitchforks, it's these dark landscapes that more so just feature these sullen characters that are just having a terrible time of it, really.
Yeah, I mean, do we have a screenshot of
what I can show actually of our visions? If we go to Unholy Crusade, the screenshot. This is by one of our artists. Here it is here. Dominic Meyer, who's actually out in Nuremberg in Germany, and just one of our very, very talented artists. And you can see here that like we really are striving for a unique vision of hell. And now this is one of our full screen events. So just like in a Crusader Kings or something like that, in the game there are these events that happen, and ours are all triggered by the player characters, the archfiends themselves. So in this instance, an archfiend has called an unholy crusade against the ramparts of heaven, and you've got to designate a legion to the crusade lest there be consequences. And this is all parallaxing and everything. It's absolutely stunning in motion. It doesn't do it justice just seeing it still here. But we really want to create this vision of hell that's weird and surreal and unlike anything you've seen before. Vic's original game artwork by Ben Sonos is just, it's the one thing, like even though when I played it in 2009, when Ty brought it up a decade later, it was just like right there in my mind's eye. It's a very singular in its aesthetic vision, and we really wanted to do that justice.
Yeah, and kind of with talking of these legions, of these world events, kind of I think in the text there somewhere, it's sort of you will be judged accordingly if you don't give us the legion.
Yeah.
Sort of how do those things kind of like affect the rhythm of the game? Like how one question we probably should answer is how do you win?
Yeah, no, great question. So you can win primarily through two ways, but as I mentioned before with the power behind the throne, and this is Solium Infernum, it's a game of exceptions, right? There's an exception to almost every rule. But generally it's through what we call the Trial of the Chosen, which is the great trial that the Infernal Conclave are running, and that's your prestige victory. So the Infernal Conclave are drawing a number of tokens, and when they draw a certain amount, the game ends and they declare someone the new Dark Majesty, the ruler of Pandemonium and of Hell itself. And so that's the prestige victory, just have the most amount of prestige, and you gain it through different ways, you know, capturing places of power, through insulting your archfiends, or, you know, destroying another legion, or, you know, betting on a vendetta with another player, which is like, a vendetta is essentially like an act of war or a cause of war, but when it happens, you declare a hidden activity that you're going to do. So I'm going to destroy a legion, or I'm going to capture a praetor, or I'm going to capture 5 of their hexes. And you gain prestige in that way for doing those sorts of things. So that's one way of prestige victory. And then we also have the Usurper. And the Usurper is just a straight up take Pandemonium by force, something that Astaroth would love.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you have to hold Pandemonium, the capital of hell, which is this large set piece in the center of the board. And I say the center because technically every hex is almost the center. You know, the board loops in Solium Infernum, so you're surrounded on all sides all the time. But you capture Pandemonium, and if you hold it for 5 turns, when your fellow archfiends, sometimes up to 5 of them, are throwing everything they've got at you, then you're declared the new ruler of hell.
So if you don't offer a legion to the Conclave of Hell, then you'll probably lose some prestige, is
Yes.
that right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Bend the knee or else. Yeah.
You want to keep on their good side.
Totally.
So yeah, I mean, sort of like talking of hexes as well. Like it will probably be quite a similar sort of situation if people have played, say, Civilization or other games of that ilk. It will probably look quite familiar to you.
Yeah, let's bring it up. So there's a screenshot called Map as well that we should be able to bring up, and this will show you like there's. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, we do have, it's a hex-based board game. The board loops essentially. So you can see down in the bottom left, we have Pandemonium there. That's the capital of hell. That's the object of our desire, of every archfiend's desire. It sits empty currently. That's where Lucifer used to rule from. And then we have, you know, each archfiend has a stronghold. And so as you were sort of hinting at before, the game has these different phases that it tends to go through naturally. So when you first start the game, you have your stronghold and your personal guard and just a flower of hexes around your stronghold. And the first sort of hour or so is just territory expansion. All of hell is up for grabs, and the archfiends are just like, you're quickly scouring what's around you, what you can grab, and you're moving legions around. You might be bidding on the bazaar to bulk up your legions to claim more territory. But you can see here as well that we have 100 units in each legion as well. So whilst it is very much like a Civilization or you know, Humankind, or you know, a 4X game of that ilk, it's definitely far more of a grand strategy. It's, you know, it's almost like Vic created the first digital board game in a sense. It's very, very board gamey. And so where as well that you might remember the throne rooms that we saw with the archfiends from the previous screenshots. What I've been saying to folks when I've been previewing the game is you usually spend about, in say something like Civilization or 4X game, you're spending 80% of the time on the map and 20% of the time dealing with your leaders in those games. We're kind of the inverse of that, where you are on the map and you're looking around, and some players, if you are playing, you know, where you've got a lot more military might or you've got more pieces on the board, you're generally spending more time on the board or focusing a bit more than usual. But other than that, you're actually spending a lot of time, like way more time than in Humankind or Civ or Dune Spice Wars more recently, interacting with your leaders, with your fellow archfiends in our game, with those diplomatic actions arranged that we had there, whether it be insults or sending emissaries back and forth, or you know, creating vassalages or demanding tributes and resources. But yeah, the battle is also another unique way in which we're sort of different to something like Civ. So if we go to Battle, the screenshot called Battle, you'll see these legions clashing, and there's quite a bit. You can actually peep a Titan in the background there. That's the Devourer, which is one of these large Titans. But we've got 100 units in every legion, and it's this physics-based simulation that just, you know, our coding teams and our animation team together, it's just amazing what they've brought forward, because even in something like Civ, you're seeing 8 or 10 units on board, and it's this abstract representation. We really wanted the legions of hell to not only have this presence on the board of these large legions that you would see in something like a Lord of the Rings or something, but that when they actually clash, it's all physics driven. And so we have these actual immense battles where there's the first volley of your ranged attacks go across, and then they all charge and they clash, and then if anyone's left standing, the magic crackles across for the infernal phase.
And those are all sort of represented by cards as well. So you can kind of like try and say, you know, try and gauge kind of like whether you'll be successful against sort of other legions sort of on the board and all that sort of stuff, isn't it? That's sort of something you've brought forward from Armello, isn't it? Sort of.
It is. It was such a success in Armello. Like, anyone who plays Armello just knows how much those cards, the animated cards, brought to life. And also for us as a studio, like a legacy-wise, when we sat down and we were conceiving of Armello, we were like, all right, we want to make a digital-first board game. I think the first thing that came out of our mouth was like, animated cards, sure thing. And we put so much work into those animated cards in Armello, and it really helped build out our world, not only from like a gameplay perspective, but also we sort of see them from a narrative sense as this tool that provide windows into the world as well. Yeah. And Solium the original one was so bizarre in the like just the suite of weird ass artwork that's in that game. That we really knew that we wanted. As soon as we were like, we're going to make this game, we're like, okay, well, here we go again. Here's another game with like hundreds of like assets, you know, illustrations and everything in the game. So yes, every legion, every archfiend, every artifact, every event has these incredible, fully illustrated and animated cards or, you know, full screen events.
And kind of what do you think that Solium Infernum does that is, you know, that is different to other types of strategy games out there?
I think the thing that Solium Infernum does different is that moment where you're at your computer and you just want to like tear your eyes out of your head. You know, it's that as I can't remember what publication said it about the original, but the cold glory of a difficult decision, essentially. It's less so in Solium Infernum about like, oh, I'm going to queue up all of these things and I'm going to do all of this stuff. Because of its simultaneous nature, because you're only getting 2-3 actions a turn, and you're needing to actually, like one of those actions is going to be gathering resources, if not 2, you know, to keep it coming in. Every decision that you make not only has so much weight behind it, but you're second guessing what every one of your opponents is doing because they're plotting and scheming right now, like as you're playing too. It's simultaneous, you have no idea what they're doing, and so you're looking at the board and you're just like, oh, are they going to move there? Are they going to go for this? Or are they going to backtrack here? Or even just bidding in the auction house, you know, the Infernal Bazaar, that's a blind auction house, and so you don't know, there's like 20 things on screen, but you're like, is Astaroth, is Lilith bidding on this thing as well? Like, surely she might want that legion, you know? And it's really that we don't say this publicly because it's a little bit, everyone kind of says this about their games, but it feels like the Dark Souls of strategy games in a sense. Right. Like, it's just like, it feels like oppressingly, torturously, like difficult at some points. And it's not because the game itself is difficult, it's just because of the decisions you have to make and the weight of every consequence.
I think that's probably, I think, a good place to leave it, I think, or kind of like, it's just to remind everyone here, kind of, and those watching on the stream, kind of, where can people find out more about Solium Infernum and kind of like, and stay up to date with its progress? Certainly.
So soliuminfernum.com, you can sign up for email updates and everything there. That's definitely one way to be clued in. But of course, it's coming out on PC. So it's a PC game for 1 to 6 players, political strategy game from HAL. So you can wishlist it on Steam now. The Steam page is live. There's a bunch of info on the Steam page, as well as a trailer, screenshots, things like that. So the best bet right now is to just jump on that Steam page, wishlist away, and read the added info that we've got there.
Fantastic. So yes, if you want oppressive, agonizing decisions and more of those in your life, Solium Infernum is the game for you. But no, it looks fantastic. Like it's a very different kind of strategy game, I think, as we've discussed other sort of types of games out there. There's a lot more plotting. That's very much. I'm not very good at organizing armies, so I'm looking forward to playing those mind games. So yes, thank you so much, Trent, for joining us, and for all of you watching on the stream, and for all of you in the audience, thank you for joining us. You heard Trent go and wishlist it on Steam. It'll be out on PC next year in 2023. And stay up to date with Solium Infernum, and we'll be covering it more on the site as well on rockpapershotgun.com. And yes, just thank you for joining us. So we hope you enjoyed this fireside chat, first look at Solium Infernum, and we hope everyone has a great rest of EGX. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Catherine.
Thank you. That was all right.
That's great.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
I think we